you take the super app development and industry, every country or many countries around the world have their own versions of super apps.
Hmm.
Okay, it's not Uber or or Amazon. Uber and Amazon look big because they of the capital that they've been able to garner to put in the engineering talent to scale them as quickly as possible. And then, of course, they existed in the largest market of the world. But if you go to Russia, they have a super app too, and they're very proud of it. And then China has its super app, and they're proud of it, and it's a lot more commercially viable because of the capital that was put in to make that possible. So when you think about which countries are going to be able to demonstrate leadership, I think three these two things: capital, knowledge, and then scale, right, has to come in. And that's where we start saying that, oh, the largest countries of the world, have a promising future. But that has to be stood against another problem, which is with a lot of AI, it actually diminishes the role of human labor, right? And
Mm.
and and the ability to to create leisure is much more a creator of opportunity, creativity, innovation, and so on than jobs, right? So then you start looking at the countries that previously you would have thought of as being lazy, and yet they might have the community, the assets, the infrastructure to enjoy life, right? Uh, so the thing is that we need to put these elements alongside each other to start to see where these developments will come from. Now, the argument that China and India are the future for two or three reasons, right? The first reason is that they are ancient civilizations. That's not true. Okay, what China is today, the Communist Party is a creation of the Karl Marx in France, right, and in Germany, and they are experimenting structures which are essentially Western. And India did have an incredible collection of knowledge, but they didn't renew that for the world that we live in today. And they need to figure out how to be a builder of knowledge, which is different from being a service provider, right? So that's one. And the other is because they are large countries. It may well be it's the countries that have got very strong grassroots infrastructure that will ace the large countries. You know what? Bangladesh used to be a basket case.
Yeah.
Today, the per capita GDP of Bangladesh is higher than India. And how did that happen? Because for the last 30 years, the microfinance industry built grassroots organizations that made women responsible for their own economic, income and economic activities and so on, and it all added up to a very stable and sustainable country. Far more than India is. So we need to look at how the fiber of the grassroots are evolving to see how it will hold together. And the other country that is an unsung hero at the moment is Indonesia.
Oh,
And
for
it's
sure.
like nearly 300 million people. Again, used to be almost a basket case, and today has a thriving domestic economy that is the envy of the rest of Southeast Asia.